All right, so for my informative speech, I'll be talking about Clemson University and the city of Clemson itself and how they have both expanded over the years and why. So I've lived in Clemson for pretty much all my life, 18 plus years. And as I've grown older, the city has expanded, and that's just due to just three main reasons that I will cover. For the background, Clemson University used to be a military school. My great-grandfather used to go there, and my grandfather used to go, and my dad also went as well. So Clemson kind of runs in our blood, and that's why my dad decided he liked this place and wanted to stick around. It changed into a normal school around the 1960s from a military school, and it used to be all male military, but now it's obviously a normal college just like anything else, and it's one of the well-known universities around the United States now. So the diversity is usually split between students when they're here, and then obviously just the regular population, like my family who lives here year-round. So the rapid growth of Clemson over the past 10 years, it can be attributed to Clemson University, the economic plan that went along with the growth of the university, and then kind of just the location of where Clemson, South Carolina is. So I'll start with, football is the number one reason why Clemson, South Carolina, and Clemson University has grown in population size, economics. So obviously when your team gets better, more people want to watch, more people want to go to school here, So this causes economic growth because people will buy houses, and personally I know people that do this. They'll buy houses just for the weekend to come down here and watch Clemson football. Or they'll buy a house for their son or daughter to come to school here, and instead of them having to live on campus or in an apartment or something, they will buy a house for them to live in for the school year and their roommates. And then they'll all come down for weekends and watch the games at Clemson. So that's probably the number one reason that the university has gotten bigger, is because football's gotten better. And of course the student population goes up. They have nicer facilities, they have nicer classrooms, they have nicer buildings all throughout the university itself because of how successful the football program has been in the last 5-6 years, but they started more than 10 years ago. So, and then obviously economic growth is the second one I kind of touched on, but now you have spots where there's 2 Chipotle's and 2 Starbucks within 4 miles of each other, because that is what the student population eats. And most of the times in cities, you don't see a Starbucks and a Chipotle within 3 miles of each other because there's not that demand there, but there is now for Clemson. So next, talk about kind of the location of Clemson. It is 2 hours from Charlotte, it's 2 hours from Atlanta. So in between 2 major cities. That also kind of is attracting to people who live up north and want to retire down here, or people who live up north and want a house down here. So snowbirds is what some people call it. Obviously, like I said, it's also close to Greenville, South Carolina, which just got ranked number 4th best city to live in the United States, I believe. So again, it's just location-wise, Clemson is in a good spot, and it's mostly warm year-round. It doesn't get too cold, and that also attracts the snowbirds to come down and want to live here and buy a house here. So that's my main reasons why Clemson has grown in the past 10 years, and just how the economics have trickled along with the growth of the university and the city in itself to kind of accommodate this population growth and students and people, and just revenue-wise, how it all kind of depends on the football, the location, and just, again, the economic plan that the city had put in place in order for all of this to go smoothly and successfully. So.